The Park Hyatt St. Kitts isn't cheap, but I am sometimes. Here are 5 ways you can reduce your costs. The Park Hyatt St. Kitts is a top tier Hyatt property, so it'll run you about $600 a night plus taxes. But if you're trying to do it cheap, here are 5 ways you can do it. Number 1, book with points. It'll cost you 30,000 Hyatt points or 15,000 Hyatt points plus $300. That'll greatly reduce your costs and you'll be getting about 2 cents per point in value, which is a pretty good redemption. Number 2, book your flight with points. There aren't that many flights that go into St. Kitts, so the prices are pretty high. My ticket, JFK to St. Kitts, would have cost me over $750, but because I booked it with Delta Sky Miles, I paid 35,000 Sky Miles plus $75 in taxes and fees. Not that bad. I got about 2 cents per point of redemption, which is pretty good for Sky Miles. Number 3 is a pretty big one also. Buy alcohol outside of the resort. Lucky for us, there was a small shop right before we exited the airport selling bottles of alcohol. We bought a bottle, we mixed it with some soda, we saved ourselves a ton of money. You're probably hungry, so number 4 is about food. The resort has 3 restaurants that are really good, fantastic food, but it's also very pricey. So right outside the resort, walking distance, there are 3 spots that you can also grab food. 2 of them are pretty cheap. I forgot what this one is called, but they serve $15 plates and $2 beers. Not bad at all. Number 5 is about hotel transfers and taxis. I don't recommend booking through the hotel because they'll charge you $180 one way for a couple or $50 per person for a shared car. Luckily, there were a bunch of other ways to book our transport. We booked our transfer with Chris Brooks, who charges $35 one way. I'll put his email in the description. Here's a bonus tip. St. Kitts has a ton of excursions. You can go see a volcano, you can go hiking, you can go on a rum tour, you can go on the sugar train. There's a ton of stuff to do. So if you are interested in doing any of those, I would recommend booking it with the person who you did your airport transfer with because they might be able to work a good deal out with you. Here's a real quick bonus review. The resort itself is relatively new. It opened in early November, and because of that, we were pretty much alone everywhere we went. On the beach, at the pool, at the restaurants. It was awesome. It's pretty rare to catch a hotel as it's being open, so it was a pretty special experience. We also had some expected hiccups, some not worth mentioning, except for the fact that they left broken glass on the floor of one of their restaurants for well over an hour and a half. That's pretty dangerous. St. Kitts in general is a pretty beautiful place in the Caribbean, probably one of the most beautiful islands I've been to. Postcard views are not hard to find, and Park Hyatt picked a really good location to put their resort. It's overlooking Nevis, and the views could not be better. As I mentioned before, the food at the Park Hyatt is really good, and I do recommend eating there at least once or twice. Our favorite spot was Fisherman's Village because it had nice views, it was right on the water, and the prices were actually decent. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Harley would be very happy. Right, Harley?